I'm going to give you the magic number. Here's what I will tell you at the top. Success loves speed. It just loves it. There's something about speed that is attractive to being successful in life, successful in network marketing. And here's, I told you about the 20 number. The 20 number. If you can bring in about 20, and most of the top earners have done this. Ask your top earners in your company. They're going to tell you, yes. When they pointed back to a time when they did a number around this within a short period of time. You know, a couple weeks, a month, maybe 2 months, whatever. I picked 30 days because that's when most people do it. But they decide to go do this. 20 recruits. Out of those 20, here's the numbers. And these numbers hold up. I've polled and interviewed more people than you can imagine on this topic, and I'm not guessing when I say this. On average, approximately 12 of those 20 will do something. They'll buy the product, or excuse me, not only buy the product, they'll get a customer, they might sign up a distributor, they'll do something. It looks like you've got 12 leaders right away. In that first 30 days, about 12 of them will do something. What happens to the other 8? We don't know. They just disappear. They go into the witness protection program, they use the product for a little while, some of them quit, say this was a bad idea, whatever. We don't know. And you don't know which of the 20 are going to be the 12. You just don't. They surprise you every single time. So 12 are going to do something. And out of those 12, about 8, within 90 days, 8 of the 20 are going to look like they're leaders. They're building, they're growing, they're actively engaged in the process. You look like, oh my gosh, I got 8 good people. 8 good people is going to help me max out this compensation plan. It's awesome. Okay? But here's how it continues to boil down. Within about 12 months, you're going to have about 4 of your 20 that are solid builders and are generating 90% of your income. 90% of your income is going to come from these 4. Okay? And I will tell you, typically, one of those 4 will be doing more than half of the total volume in your whole group. One of the 4. You just don't know who they're going to be. So you got about 4. And if you go out to 5 years, that 4 is going to turn into 2 major leaders. 2 major leaders that are going to be generating 90% of your income. Now, bringing in 20 in this short period of time is going to turn into 12 that do something. 8, you're going to have, looks like you got good leaders in 90 days. Within a year, it's going to be 4. What happens with those other 4? They become much less significant to your income. They might be significant friends, but not necessarily significant contributors to the growth of your organization. 4 in a year, one of those 4 is going to be over half of all of the total of the other of the 4, and within 5 years, it's going to boil down to around 2. Now, when I talk about a 6-figure earner in network marketing, typically a 6-figure earner has done this at some point. It might not be at the very beginning when they first got involved, but at some point, they came out of a convention, they got fired up, the company went through some metamorphosis or some new product or some new compensation plan or something, and they decided to go get serious. They brought in 20, which turned into 12, 8, 4, 2, and from those 4 and 2, they had a nice 6-figure income. And most of the 6-figure earners did this one time, and then they just kind of go in cruise control. And they're making 6 figures, and they spend all of their time, instead of doing this again, which is what I'm going to encourage all of you to do today, set a goal to do this again. Instead of doing it again, they're trying to get more activity out of the people that they have here, which doesn't really pay very well. Okay? Now, here's the secret of this. If, let's say instead of doing these 20 recruits in 30 days, you did 20 recruits in 20 months. Okay, 1 a month. You brought in 20 over here. Okay, 1 a month. Here's typically what you can expect. about 8 of those 20 will do something. They'll sign up a customer. Same thing as this. About 8. Within about 90 days, it's going to be 4. About 4. Within a year, it's going to be maybe 1. It's actually very rare that you have one that's a significant part of your income. And then here, this doesn't even exist, really. I mean, it's so rare you can't even count it. So understand, what if these 20 people were the same exact people? Would these numbers hold true? I will tell you it's true. If you bring in the same 20 people as you brought over here, you brought them in 30 days, you can expect these results. If you brought them in 20 months, you can expect these results. Which results do you want? Which is nicer for the people? Which is easier to do? Would you rather just slog away for 20 months to get this result? Or would you rather give it 30 days of intense, massive, crazy, unreasonable effort and get this result? Easy decision. Easy once you understand it. See, success loves speed. Here's what happens when you do speed. This energy happens. These people come in, they're the class of 2014. They grow together, they learn together, they get to know each other, they build relationships. Over here, every single one of these 20 people feel like an orphan. They come in one a month, they feel like they're all alone, they're by themselves. They just don't feel like they're connected to any kind of a campaign, no momentum. And if you've been doing this game plan, you've been experiencing these types of results. Today, I'm going to challenge you to do this one. I'm going to give you exactly how to do it, okay?